Hello students, happy morning. Class 12 Physics, Unit 6 Ray Optics continuation video. In today's class, let me see a topic that is radius of illumination or Snell's window. Here Snell's window, it is a phenomenon by which, yes, underwater viewer can see the object on the surface of the water through a light cone, okay, having the width of approximately 97 degree. Here Snell's window is a phenomenon of refraction and it is governed by Snell's law. Okay, let me see what is Snell's window. If suppose I consider a water tank, there is a light source at the bottom of the water tank. Here it is the surface of the water. Okay, we know very well light travel in all the direction. If suppose it travel in like that, okay, if suppose this is angle of incidence that is equal to critical angle, okay, at that instant the refracted ray graces the boundary. Okay, here also angle of incidence is equal to critical angle, the refracted ray graces the boundary. See, but here there will be a refraction because the angle of incidence is less than critical angle, there will be a refraction. Okay, then there is a illuminated circular area. Okay, only in this area alone the observer inside the water can see the object, okay, where that is placed on the surface of the water. If suppose there is a boat here, he can see this part alone, he can't see this part. Okay, this is known as radius of illumination or Snell's window. Okay, see, if suppose I am applying principle of reversibility here, so here first case the light travel from denser to rarer medium. Here I am applying principle of reversibility, I am changing the direction alone. Okay, light coming from rarer to denser medium, that means air to water. Okay, at that case also it will be satisfied. See, light entering water from outside, it is seen from inside. Okay, then the view is restricted to a particular angle. Okay, that is equal to, see, this is that angle. I will show. This is IC, this is also IC. Okay, see, the restricted illuminated circular area is known as Snell's window. Or radius of illumination. Okay, for the water animals or the persons that inside the water, the view is restricted to 2 times of IC. Okay, here IC is a critical angle of water that we know, that is 48.6. Then we can solve it, we get 97.2 degree. Okay, this is the width of the cone. Okay, then let me solve the equation for radius of illumination. Okay, equation for radius of illumination. This radius of illumination is indicated as R. This R that depends on depth of the water, refractive index of the water, okay, and then refractive index of the air, first medium and second medium. Okay, see, for that I consider a water surface. There is an object that is named as A. Here there is a light from the object that fall on the boundary. Okay, here the angle of incidence I is equal to critical angle, so the angle of refraction will be 90 degree. Okay, R is equal to 90 degree. Then I drawn a line that is perpendicular to this normal. Okay, this is known as radius of illumination. Okay, radius of that circular cone. Okay, see, here it is a first medium n1, here it is a second medium n2. Here we also apply a principle of reversibility. In your book the direction will be changed. Okay, light coming from rarer to denser medium, like that we can consider this one is good. Okay, see, this is IC, so we can write this one also IC, because alternate angles are equal. Okay, here I consider this point as B, this point as C. Here there is a refraction at B, so we can apply Snell's law. Refraction at B, then apply Snell's law. We know Snell's law and product form, that is n1 sin I is equal to n2 sin R. Okay, here n1 is a refractive index of the water medium, n2 is a refractive index of the air medium, and I is a angle of incident. We know that is I is equal to IC, and R is the angle of refraction, that is 90 degree. Okay, then substitute here, then we get sin IC, n1 sin IC is equal to n2 sin 90 degree. Okay, then we get sin 90 is equal to, that is 1. Then n1 sin IC is equal to n2. Then sin IC is equal to n2 by n1. Okay, here I can say this one as equation 1. Okay, then after I consider the right angle triangle. Okay, I draw the diagram here. Here that is the object A, the light from the object incident at the point B. Here the angle of incidence is equal to critical angle, so there is no refraction. Okay, R is equal to 90 degree. Here I drawn a perpendicular parallel line to the normal, that is C. Okay, this distance is R, we have to calculate. Okay, then this is the depth of the, okay, that is the depth of the water. Okay, here I consider a right angle triangle. Right angle triangle, that is ABC. Here this is that right angle triangle. Okay, this is IC, alternate angles are equal. A, B, C, this is IC. For that I consider sin theta. Sin theta, sin IC is equal to opposite side by, that is hypotenuse. What is hypotenuse? This AB is hypotenuse. We know this is D, this is R. So we can write CB is equal to R, then AB is equal to, that is using Pythagoras theorem, we can write root of R square plus D square. Okay, then sin IC is equal to R by root of R square plus D square. Okay, then next, this is equation 2, equating 1 and 2. Equating 1 and 2. Then we get n2 by n1, that is equal to R by root of R square plus D square. Okay, then squaring both sides. Because we need to find the value of R. Okay, squaring both sides, then we get R square by R square plus D square. Okay, this root going to cancel, then n2 square by n1 square. Then reciprocaling it. Reciprocal it. Then we get R square plus D square by R square, that is equal to n2 square by n1 square. On solving this, R are going to cancel. Then we get 1 plus D square by R square, that is equal to n2 square by n1 square. Okay, taking out on the right side, then we get d square by r square is equal to n2 square by n1 square minus 1. Okay, then we can write d square r square by r square is equal to n2 square minus n1 square by n1 square. Okay, then again reciprocating it, then we get r square by d square is equal to n1 square by n2 square minus n1 square. Then solving this, we get r square is equal to d square n1 square by n2 square minus n1 square. Okay, the square going on the right side, it will be root. Then we can write r is equal to d square root cancelled, then here also cancelled, then here we can write root of n2 square minus n1 square. Okay, I did a small mistake. See, here it is reciprocating it, then we get n1 square by n2 square. Okay, here also it became n1 square by n2 square. In solving this, then we get n1 square by n2 square. Okay, then next here, that is n1 square minus n2 square by here n2 square. Okay, then after reciprocating, that is n2, here it is n1, here it is n2. Okay, then next here it is n2 n1 n2 n2 n1 n2. Okay, the next r can be written as r is equal to, that is n2 by n1 square minus n2 square root into d. Okay, here I consider the rarer medium that is as air. So the refractive index n2 became 1 and the refractive index of the water medium is said to be n. Okay, then the relation became r is equal to n2 became 1, root of n1 is n square minus 1 into d. Okay, here the radius of illumination depends on depth and refractive index of the medium. If the depth increases, radius of illumination increases. Let me see a short recap of this. Radius of illumination or Snell's window, that is a phenomenon by which the sea viewer can see the surface of the water, okay, inside the water at a particular angle. Okay, that is 96 or 97 degree. Here the light coming from the water, that will be visible only to the particular angle, that is 97.2 degree. Okay, that is for water animal or if a person inside the water. The phenomenon of restricted illuminated circular area is known as Snell's window. Okay, then after we go for the radius of illumination equation. In the same situation, I consider here there is an object that is present inside the water. Okay, the ray of light come from the object A that instant on the surface of water. The angle of instance is that is equal to critical angle. For that, the refracted ray grazes the boundary, that is 90 degree. Here this is IC, so this also IC, because alternate angles are equal. Okay, this is the depth of the water. Okay, here r is the radius of that illuminated circular area. We need to find r. Here there is a refraction take place, so we are considering the Snell's law in product form, that is sin I, n1 sin I is equal to n2 sin r. Here we are applying the value I as IC and r as 90 degree. Then we get sin IC is equal to n2 by n1. Then we consider the right angle triangle, that is ABC. For that we need to find sin IC. Then we get r by root of r square plus d square. Okay, then equating the two equations, then we get this one. Then reciprocating it for the first time, then again reciprocating it for the second time, okay, because we need R alone. Here the R value depends on depth of the water and refractive index of the water. Okay, then the next topic, that is optical fiber. Optical fiber, it is an optical medium to transmit the light signal without any loss. Optical fiber is a optical transparent medium. It can transmit the light signal without any loss. Okay, here the optical fiber consists of two parts, that is inner part and outer part. Inner part is known as core, outer part is known as cladding. Cladding or sleeving. Okay, here the refractive index of the core is greater than refractive index of the cladding. Okay, it work on the principle of total internal reflection. Okay, here suppose there is a transmitting signal that is made to instant inside the core cladding interface. Okay, at an angle greater than critical angle there will be total internal reflection of the signals. So for that there is no loss of signal. Okay, here it is a core having the refractive index n or NC. Okay, here it is a cladding having the refractive index n, core cladding. Okay, here we know the condition is refractive index of the core is greater than refractive index of the cladding. Okay, we have to instant the light in the core cladding interface at an angle that is greater than critical angle of the core. At that instant there will be a total internal reflection of light. Okay, so far it is not affected by any other electrical and magnetic pulse. Okay, in next class let we see the acceptance angle in optical fiber. That means how to create this critical angle by applying the light signal in the air core interface. Okay, let we see in the next class. Thank you.